character and a marketing person, y'all need to get it to fuck together.
You are hilarious.
What?
Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is Everybody Ain't Able. You know, we're sponsored by CoStar Studios and the Mag Juice. And this is the only place where you bring the topic. And it's your boy J Mac, and I'm always on point like a Sharpie.
Yo, it's motherfucking Ant Banks in the building.
It's your favorite homegirl, Mia.
And we got our special guest, which I know I'm going to let him introduce himself. It's going to be flashing.
Man, nice to meet you all. My name is Daniel J. Yeah, man, let's get going. Really excited to be here.
So the question is, should you set goals? Anybody want to go first? Because I think what I'm going to say is going to be a little...
I know I'm going to say something lengthy, so I want whoever going to say the first thing, you know what I'm saying, just take your time because I'm definitely going to take my time.
Well, if you go, you might as well go first.
Okay,
yeah, for sure. No, I don't think people should set goals.
That was not what I was.
That was not what I was expecting him to say either.
I told you over the phone, man. Like we're gonna speak the real into the people, so definitely. But and I'm not saying no, as in if you do set goals, you're a bad person. I'm saying I think it's better off to plan. I think planning is better than setting goals, and the reason why I say that is because I look at goals as expectations, you know, and when people do not exceed that expectation, they feel like they're let down. Like feel like that they didn't finish or they didn't succeed to what their goal was. So honestly, when I'm planning, I understand that it could go route A or route B. Now I'm not saying like plan B's are, you know, a great thing, but when I say that when you plan, if things do go as planned, okay, you have a action for that. If things don't go as planned, you also have an action or a route to do that. But if you set a goal like, man, like I want to solely go to the NFL, and this is what's crazy because I had this thought like 2 or 3 months ago driving. Like I'm like, man, like I don't like setting goals. I like setting plans. Like I just really said that to myself, and I was like, why am I saying that? And when I elaborated, I was like, man, you know, as a coach, oftentimes we tell our guys NFL, NFL, NFL. Man, some of those guys in there don't want to go to the NFL. Some of those guys don't even want to play ball. Some of those guys are forced, sadly, but being honest. So the thing is, these kids go around here thinking, okay, if I don't go to the league, which is a goal, not a plan, if I go to the league, then if I don't go, then I'm going to be looked at as a failure because I have other aspirations of being a lawyer, being a doctor, you know, being a teacher, whatever those things are. And when somebody sets a goal that's why I said have a plan. Why? Because if I say, okay, my plan is to go to the league. If I do not make the league, then I have an action of plan of what I'm going to do if I don't make the league. If I solely have a goal to go into the league with no plan after going to the league, now you're just gonna be a woulda, coulda, shoulda do. Like it's gonna be the guy that goes to the games at South Haven or Independence. That's man. I remember back when I was in high school, man, or still showing you my highlight film.
But you still need those. We still need those people.
We still do. Yeah. We still for culture, for sure. But to wrap it up, I'm just like, man, like goals are good, but I think that you should have a plan after your goal. Like if you are going to be so focused on the music career, make sure you have a route of action of if you aren't getting paid at the end of the month or if you aren't doing this or doing that to, you know, compensate or to, you know, live out that dream. So I think I'm saying no because I feel like goals can be very short term for others. Like once they make it, they feel like they don't have to do nothing else. Like nah, like once I became a strength coach, I needed an opportunity. I needed an opportunity. I needed an opportunity to compensate the other opportunity.
See, that makes me think of Dame Dash and this thing that he says is he's like, if you setting goals that you can obtain, those probably not the best goals. Exactly. Like all your goals should be shit that you can't really get. So what you think, Eric? Do you think you should set goals? I hope he didn't persuade you to change your mind.
Yeah, please don't.
He kind of did.
Bro. I know he did. I knew he changed. I knew he changed their mind.
He did, bro.
Why did he change your mind?
Because I feel like goals might be a small word, but people make it so fucking big. But at the same time, like when you plan a goal, it's like when you tell somebody to plan a goal, it be the biggest fucking goal that they think of. It don't never be like, what can I do to get to this goal? It's just like the end. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's too much for me.
It is a lot of pressure. What you think, Mia?
I think that you should have goals, but I don't believe in long-term goals. I don't believe in those. I believe if you have a goal, it should be for a short period of time. Because like you said, a lot of people set goals that are unrealistic. Like it's never gonna happen to
Yeah.
you. So at that point it's like you set this goal and you're aspiring to this long term goal that you're never going to reach. So at that point you're never going to celebrate the smaller things that you've accomplished in between time. It's always gonna be, I need to get here. Fuck everything else though. Fuck how you get there. Fuck what happened. Fuck if you did a good job or something. Fuck all that. The long term goal is where I'm at. So I feel like goals make you forget about that stuff. Which I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but I don't think you should forget about the smaller ones. Like small goals, like let's just say my goal today was to make my bed. Attainable. Attainable. You can set goals to build habits. That's better wording.
And
Goals to
man,
build better habits are great. Goals for other things, it don't always work.
celebrate small victories, man. Like that's something that I live by to this day. I wish I can, I have no tattoos, but that's something that I would tat across me, like so I can remind myself every day to celebrate the small wins. Bro, listen, when as people, like if we can celebrate our small wins, bro, like when we win big, it's just another day in the office because we know how to handle short-term success. We know how to handle success at a palm of a grip. Because the thing is, man, like I saw somebody, one of my players, man, they came up to me and some dude in Louisiana posted a shirt and his brand is called, I think, we don't post money, we post motion. So I felt that because I'm like, bro,
Oh
like
God.
when you
You know
sell
that?
when you
No,
when
I hate the motion. The if you niggas don't have motion for real.
but
Like I
but
hate
but
the
I
concept.
get it, but I took that, like I said, I take things into my own perspective, because the thing is, making up my bed is such a dub for me. Like it's such a dub for me because when I come home after working long hours, I come home to a clean mind. I come home to a clean crib, and that's a dub because it allows you to have a better night's rest for another long day.
See, I'm different because I ain't gonna lie, I don't celebrate small shit.
Mm.
No, you
But
don't.
I think, and I think everybody else around me have to make me realize, like, hey, you did something.
Yeah.
Because me, I be so ambitious and so set on whatever the goal is.
Mm.
I be trying to get to the goal, and once the goal is done, I'm on to the next. Like
Yeah.
we could be doing something, and I could have done good, and I won't even acknowledge it because I'm already on to what we gotta do tomorrow, what we
Right.
gotta
Yep.
do next week, what we gotta do. And I know for me, I be having to try to be like, all right, bro, check yourself. Maybe you just need to celebrate this or whatever. Like right now, I got some champagne in the car. Lately, I don't know if you know me, I don't really drink like that. I just been taking champagne somewhere with some people. Like, hey, we got a victory today. I don't know what we won, but we finna drink this champagne in the
Yeah.
car because I never celebrate.
I
But
like that.
for me on the goals, I think it depends on what type of person you are. I think certain people need goals.
Hmm.
They need milestones. They need shit to be set. But other people don't need them because they affect them negatively.
Right.
So like for the positive people, it's like shooting a jumper and seeing it go down. If you a real shooter, if you see one go down, one shot go down, you can keep shooting. And then that's just the same thing as hitting milestones, hitting goals, and keep going. But for other people, they set goals, and a lot of times, like y'all said, the goal be too high, and they end up never getting to it, and it makes them feel like that they shouldn't do it. But maybe they're a person that shouldn't set goals at
Mhm.
all because they should just stop setting expectations. Because expectations fuck people up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I always try to tell people. I know I tell mama all the time when she'll complain to something to me or my sister or anybody like, yo, quit setting the expectation.
Hmm.
Cause when you put expectations on shit, it's always gonna change your opinion. Well, last time it was like this. Well, it
But
ain't like this time.
we're also human though. You can't really expect for people to not have a certain sense of humanity to be like, okay, expectations are going to happen, especially like when it comes with other people. I hate to say people set goals for other people, but people really do that. And that's another thing that I feel like that ends up affecting you negatively because you have this certain expectation for them to meet this certain goal or criteria that you set for them. And so if they don't meet it, it kind of feels like, damn, like
So what you saying is you expect people to do certain things, right?
sometimes.
And expect most of the time it's probably what you want them to do.
Yeah. But and if
Okay.
you don't do what I want you
What
to do,
about
there's
you?
nothing I can do.
What was the question?
Do you expect people to do things, right? Do you expect people to do certain things, right?
I ain't gonna count with you, bro. I don't really put nothing past nobody. Like I don't.
Dang, bro.
I expect everybody to mess up for some reason. That's why I'm never. Okay, I wouldn't say never, but that's why I'm hardly disappointed when something happens because I'm like, bro, like we're human. Like I expect it, but my thing is,
You expect failure.
Yeah,
but to piggyback on it, like my thing is like if I don't meet your expectation, do not blame me. Like, don't blame me that I didn't meet your expectation because if we're saying that we're humans, like you ought to understand that. Now, my thing is, don't use that as a crutch. Every time you make a mistake, don't throw out. You know how you ever heard of somebody that always throws out an excuse like, oh, I didn't know. Like, well, if you hung, you hear. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. So, my thing is, man, I don't get upset, but my thing is, I'm kind of like, okay, but my thing is if you're a professional or if you have been doing this for quite some time longer than me, I expect you not to mess up because I'm like, you should be teaching me. You should be teaching me, but it just all depends, man, honestly.
What about you, You be having expectations for people?
I used to, but once I started hanging around like you and Solo and them, and I seen all the bullshit we went through, I was like, you just can't expect nothing out of this. I was like, we done went through so much bullshit and we ain't do nothing. Like people like us, I feel like we don't. I hate to say it, bro, but folks like me, you, and two kids, I feel like we don't do nothing wrong to people, fool. Nothing.
I mean, that's understandable.
But yet, folks always fuck us over. I guess they just so used to fuck shit. They don't know, what the fuck genuine good people are, bro. Like, I don't be getting it sometimes.
A lot of people are consumed with themselves, so it's kind of hard for them to even think outside of how does this benefit me? Yeah. If this doesn't benefit me, why would I do this?
And it be a lot of niggas that don't tell their niggas they wrong too.
That's lacking emotional intelligence and cognizance of emotions. So a lot of people lack that.
You think so? Or it's just them not having the innate ability to understand that the world doesn't revolve around you?
That's a lack of intelligence.
Or folks just always want to be on tough ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, bro.
No points.
When I'm around like genuine people, I'd be expecting mistakes, but not that many. Because, sometimes you gonna fuck up. But people like us, I just feel like we don't be doing, I feel like we always make mistakes. People like the bullshit we went through, I feel like they that. I feel like they be doing this shit on purpose, fool.
Some people do certain things to get a certain reaction or a certain rise out of people. There are people like that.
I agree.
Shit, man, you ain't gotta do all that.
Some shit you talking about, those people did do that shit on purpose.
I mean, you can say people don't have to do that, but some people thrive off that type of energy, which is very sad as an adult if you still thrive on that type of thing. But hey,
when we thrive off that, you see how your fucking life go.
A lot of people who do no, because there's a lot of people who do fuck shit and are living great lives.
Yeah, God be on their side.
There are a lot of people who are doing bad in the world.
I feel like
but you gotta think though.
I feel like that ain't gonna last forever.
It come back on them.
Oh yeah, it comes back eventually.
I said in the past, I said, man, that we say God bless him, but the devil out here blessing too. Like the thing is, like the devil's out here blessing people just as much as God is, and the thing is, it's with the wrong stuff. So what they glorify is what we don't like. Nah, like that's off clout or that's off of something that we know that we ain't moving off of. So I think the devil out here blessing people just as much. People are just looking at it like God did, like God did, like no,
God did,
devil did. Like that's what we need to be telling you, like for real.
I think it's crazy because I say this shit all the time. Like, but I be like, what you get out of being a real nigga? You get nothing. But everybody who's claiming to be a real nigga is usually the people who are not real niggas. And then somebody like me who would say you get nothing out of being a real nigga, I would probably be classified as being a real nigga before the quote unquote real niggas.
They get offended when you say they not a real nigga. They get very
offended. They go back to what we was talking about earlier. When you was like, you hope bro didn't change my mind. He changed my mind because of what you said. Like sometimes goals affect people positive, negative. I feel like this shit affect me negatively.
Yeah, I can see
that. When I set a goal and I hit the fence one time, I just be like, I can't do it.
Yeah, because you really are overachiever, fool.
I really am.
You are.
You're really an overachiever, so I can see that. So if you don't get the goal, I can see that shit fucking
I'll be
with
like,
you.
But you're also an overachiever.
Yeah, I am. But like, I don't act like it though.
But when I stopped setting goals, that shit was going better though.
Yeah, because you're going with the flow of life. You just going.
Yeah. See, another thing with me about the goals thing, and that's why I say it's different for people, because I know in different spaces, like right now, I gotta go, but it's like what I said about Dame Dash. Like this shit it's big because I need it to be big, because I'm a person who, okay, I'm not gonna say, I hope this don't sound wrong, but I'm like an above average person. Like I'm not normal. And I have to tell myself that. So like I hit my goals exceptionally faster than normal people.
Yeah.
So I know, like for me, even though you hit the goal, like I know that might not be what you expect. Like I hit my goals. Like my dream was always to play college football. I got to that point. Did I get in the game? No. But I got to the point, like, but that was the goal. But like somebody would probably be like, dang, I ain't reached my goal. I ain't getting the game. But shit, a lot of people don't get that far.
Right.
So like for me, like I said, like hitting the goals, it'd be realizing like, damn, you hit it. If that makes sense. But sometimes when you hit it, you be like, it's like when me and my mama say, be careful what you ask for. Yeah. Because you ask God for something and you ain't being specific enough, you'll get it, but it ain't gonna be how you want it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's facts.
Because I wanted to get there. And my goal was always to get there. I never said I wanted to be the superstar.
You just want a place at the table. That's all.
That's where I fucked up it.
Damn.
That's all.
I didn't even think about it like that.
I mean, I think we're all designed in life. Like, not everybody can be number one. Like, and as bad as that sound, like you can have the number one mentality, but the position you might be number 12, and that's okay. As long as you're at the table, I feel like that's the biggest thing that separates us. Like, we want now money, we want now gratification, we want now results. But the thing is, I look at it as a Sunday dinner. Like when it takes time, it's better. And it lasts longer.
Everybody wants to be the best, bro.
And you can't, bro. And that's, bro.
That's the best even really exists.
You can't, bro.
Yes.
I don't mind being I don't mind being
Yes. What you say?
I don't mind being a role player sometimes.
Exactly.
Like, it don't
and it's okay.
matter if you're the best or not, bro.
Bro, it's okay to be a role player, man.
What is it, you who say that, or is it River that say that? The main character syndrome.
Character syndrome.
It's both of y'all.
You know, somebody that always want to be seen. Like they always want credit. Like you know what I'm saying, of like what you did. Like they always want credit of something, and it's like like
famous Memphis saying. Like, we really out here doing this shit.
No, for real.
And ain't doing nothing.
But nah, it's people who really doing shit that don't say shit.
Exactly. They really having it. They really out here having it.
But it's because more so the premises of I've always been my work speaks for myself.
Facts.
I don't feel the need to sit here and boast and brag about what I got going. You can see it. Like if I'm really doing what I say I'm doing, you seeing it. I don't have to tell you nothing.
Yeah.
That's why the motion conversation about these niggas don't be having no motion and they don't post about it. I don't feel like if you had real motion, you would be posting about it. I just don't see.
First of all, if you got motion, you need to have a car. No, I'm just playing.
Nah, I ain't gonna. And I tell somebody the other day, they be like, "Vic, so about the hoes." I be like, "Fool, I'm not gonna tell you about no girls. If you was not there, you don't know.
You don't need to know.
You don't need exactly.
It wasn't meant for you to know."
Well, some people feel like they should know.
That's where miscommunication come in. When you tell somebody about something that wasn't there. Oh, bro told me this, and then you just say one thing wrong, then the whole goddamn
gets misconstrued.
Exactly.
Like that.
Where the hell?
I try not to. I try, like, that's the thing. Like, if I do tell somebody, I try to tell my immediate people, like, if a life changing blessing about to happen. Like, small stuff, I don't really really do that. But like my day ones, my people that I normally vent to, like because like I like how people speak life over my life sometimes. Like I like, and not sometimes, all the time. Like so if they like, man, I hope so and so get this job. I hope so and so get this raise. Like the tongue is powerful, and when people start to sprinkle it over your name, like you gotta be really prideful about your name, because people will play with it. Like people will play with you, like your name don't mean nothing, like you ain't got motion out here. And the thing about having motion to me, bro, like when when people be like, man, like put me on a lady or something like that, I'm kind of like, bro, like you can literally get whoever you want to out here. Just be yourself, because at the end of the day, at the
Let's be honest, bro. No, tell them the truth, bro. If you a man saying, "Hey, bro, put me," you a grown ass man, dog. Go talk to that woman.
let me tell y'all.
Go
Let me
talk
tell
to
y'all.
her.
Let me really break it down with y'all, bro. Like I'm probably one of the corniest dudes you'll ever meet. Like I'm probably 10 times cornier than you even expected. But
Well, at least you're honest.
I'm honest about it. And the thing is, who gonna stop me? Like who's gonna tell me who I ain't? Because the thing is, like, I don't care if she the baddest. Like it don't, bro. And I'm not trying to get to this, but I'm just making a point. But like a lot of the baddies out here, bro, are just horrible people. And like you can be vice versa with men too. But like just because you pretty don't mean you having it. Like I don't care if you riding in a G wagon. Like I don't even care about none of that. Like if you out here, like the thing is, like what kind of person are you? That's all that matters at the end of the day. Like
me and him be saying it all the time, fool.
We be telling me, bro.
Bro, I'm
as a woman, I really like. At first, I really didn't know that like y'all really don't fuck with the bad
No.
bitches.
No.
And I never knew that.
If she's a 7 and can turn into a 9.5, you got a winner. And by a 7, like I'm just saying, she ain't got to be a Kim K, but like her nose might be big. Like that's probably the reason why she's 7. That's it. Like her nose probably just bigger than.
When you fucking with a 10, they conversation be trash.
It be so
Personality
terrible.
That
My
be the
Lord.
thing for me. Just the conversation. Like, damn,
terrible.
you don't know how to talk about nothing else.
And they'll blame it on you for not upholding the conversation. I'm
you
like,
ain't applying
what?
pressure.
What? Like I ain't no car pump. Like what did you say? I ain't no tire pump. Like what pressure you looking for? But
Nah,
like
he's not lying. I hate to say it, and I know he on here, but I gotta say it. The badder she is, the dumber the bitch is. And I hate to say it like that, fool.
Oh man.
And I ain't even want to drop it like that. Bro, and I have no problem, like, because I talk to women professionally. I feel like I professionally talk to women. And I'm corny myself. But I'm me. How do you do
oh my Lord.
Now you gonna edit in a little.
But my thing is like,
but I don't give a fuck neither.
But my thing is, look, just because I'm a corny dude, or you see that I do have motion, or I have things going for myself, do not try to treat me differently than the dudes that you had in the past. Because like I'm trying to get the same treatment that they got. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get the same treatment, but like you looking at me like the husband type, I'm like, no, I'm probably just like you. I'm just probably not as open with it.
Hey, I know you keep it in a stack because we done already said this before.
Bruh, like I'm just being honest, man. Like, and that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, as a even like what it don't matter what you're doing, but like as a coach and stuff like that. Like, bruh, when I was playing ball, like yeah, you have girlfriend here and there, whatever the case may be. But like, dude, when you get into the real world and you're like in adulthood and stuff like that, and like you wear your name proud or you wear your occupation loud or whatever the case you may doing. Bruh, birds gonna flock to some bread, and I ain't talking about money. I'm just talking about like if you handling yourself right, they gonna come. Like it's a haircut gonna solve the problem itself. Like you don't really have to.
Don't need that.
You don't even have to do that. You can just be respectful. You can be mannerable. But the thing is, like, just because one bird out the nest gonna try to tell me like she don't like how a dude talk to her, don't mean that I'm just gonna switch up the flow on how I talk to her. It's just you ain't the type that I should be talking to like
haircut.
that. Yeah, like
you don't need a haircut. Cause I met mine. I was on a 3-month. Hey, I ain't get a haircut in 3 months. Look where we at now.
I'm dead.
Nah,
It'd be so funny.
It'd be so
bro.
You don't need no haircut. I ain't gonna lie. Don't let these folk lie to you, man. If she like you, she like you. It's just
vibes are free. Why you paying? Like they free. And the thing is, I get it. I get taking a woman out on a date and making her feel special.
Doesn't grasp that concept.
But I get that. But the thing is, what have you done? But I'm not talking intercourse.
He's not normal neither. You gotta remember he played football.
I'm not talking about intercourse or nothing like that. I'm just like I was on the phone with a good friend. I ain't gonna name drop her, but I'm just like, man, like I'm like, do you expect dudes to like take you out on a date because
You
look a
look
certain
good.
way.
Like,
yeah.
no, but I'm just saying the conversation ain't going nowhere. And I'm like, see, no, like date who likes you, man. If a dude ain't asked you out on a date the first day he meets you, then I don't know. Like, and some girls are meant to be. Excuse me, but some girls are meant to be. Some dudes are meant to be bust downs, and that's their role. Be a role player, you know, like.
And I'm gonna say this.
When I said that a lot of these niggas, you just supposed to fuck them and go. I'm the bad person.
I'm gonna say
Nothing's
this too,
wrong
though.
with that.
I hate to say it, but the big girls and the not cute girls usually have better personalities.
Bruh, I respect
No
the BBWs. I don't care why people out here and can you know what? No comment because he's a relationship guy. But I'm just saying, like, dude, like being a guy like that likes, you know, heavier women, like they are the ones that like they're cool. They're vibe.
Oh, you say you like heavier women?
I do. I like
Okay.
big women. I do. I like petite. The thing is, I don't
big
really,
or big.
There's nothing wrong with big women, bro.
There's nothing wrong with big, but
Nothing.
thick women like country, bro. She can be skinny. It don't matter. Like I
can't do nothing.
I love one. Nah,
We know.
Can't do nothing with no skinny hoe. I'm just playing. I have a type.
I do have a type, but the thing is,
Big
like,
play.
I look at pretty
let me
from
stop.
different perspectives. Like any pretty ain't just one look to me. Like pretty is a multitude. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just living in Mississippi or if you just living in Memphis, all you gonna know is Mississippi and Memphis women. But if you go out to Ohio or you know what I'm saying, like Houston, Texas or anything like that, you're gonna see something that's a 10 there, probably a 30 here.
Nah, I'm gonna take that back, fool. I'm gonna have to stop you right there, fool. Stop you right there.
Memphis
You
women
leave,
are beautiful.
you leave Memphis. I think you have a new appreciation.
Oh my god!
I mean, unless you go to Houston, you can go to Dallas, you know, any other black community. But after you leave that, like it kind of slims down.
The older I get, y'all will not understand how there are women out here that do not know how to cook, bro. And like, I'm sorry, I get it.
What?
But the older you get, sometimes women do not. They be like, bro, I'll never forget. I promise you, bro. I'm not gonna lie on your show, bro. I'll never forget, bro. I was talking to a young lady. She was attractive and everything. She was from Jackson, Mississippi, bro. Man, I just was like, yo, like, what do you feel about, you know, what do you feel about cooking for a man? She like, why would I do that? I'm like, well, you know, your man might be working long hours wanting the milk. She was like, why would we do that when we can just hire a chef? Bro, I just took this off.
Hey, look, y'all, hold on. This is Everrrybody Ain't Able. You know, we sponsored by Co-Star Studios and the Big Juice. This the only place where you bring no, this is the only place you can say whatever the fuck you want to say. And this your boy J-Mac, and I'm always on point like a Sharpie.
Yo, and motherfucking Banks in the building.
Your favorite homegirl, man.
And we got our special guest.
Man, Daniel J, I'm here.
Hey, we just gonna take a little toast.
Oh, okay, for sure.
To everybody not being able to say what they want to say.
Free speech.
And we out.
I need someone to help me. I know that you can't feel me. When you meet the real me it's something that you can't see. I need someone to help me. I know that you can't